Hello friends, my name is Renuka and today we are planning to make one card which is 5 by 7. So I went ahead and cut one card stock sheet into 7 by 10 and fold it into half, and then I just draw these lines 1 inch from each of the corner, and I cut another cardstock. It's again 5 by 7 and I draw these lines. We are creating window here. Actually I am planning to make one checkered card, but I don't have these fancy dies with me, so I am cutting this window by using the paper trimmer, and for that I am matching this arrow, and then just I'll press and then I'll cut. So for this I already measure from where to where I want to cut, and I'm just following lines here. For doing this, you can see that some of the sides are not cut properly at the corner, so I'll use my scissors and just pull out the inside of the card. So I'll get a window, and you can use the rectangular dies to do the same kind of technique. I don't have those, so I'm kind of making substitute for it. After that I'll erase all these marks, which is so this is our window which will go on this panel, and for that I use these dream stamps and emboss some feathers. Those are in white, and I use stamp emboss powder, was white embossing powder, and Ranger's enamel powder. So these are white on white tone, and Lawn Fawn come with matching dies with this set also, and it's very cute and it cuts throughly just in once. So I just went ahead and show how I cut those. I put a little bit of washi tape onto the card, and in this case I'm just cutting the plain one, but those are first stamped and embossed with the white, different kind of white embossing powders. So you can see these are really crisp and nice. And after that I'm planning to add the background for this window. I don't want to use direct paper for cardstock paper for that. So, and I want to use little bit sturdy paper for that, and I use this Express It blending cards, and I have just cut paper. I'll see it. Yeah, it can cover the window, so I'll use this. I place this Ranger sheet . So I want to use this sparkle gold color, and I'll press little bit of mini mist here, but I want more darker color in gold, so I use my Tim Holtz watercolor brush pen, and I'll just add gold panels, feathers also. So I'll just add little bit of golden color in both the feathers. Now I'm pretty happy with it, so you can place it just for it will dry, but I'm using here a heat gun. After that, I will remove these strips. Now you can see, here's the pattern. This is a little bit red, maybe it come from the brush, but I'm trying here to cover that. I'm having this Versa mark dazzles, so it gives kind of dazzling effect, and I already put these feathers on the block, so I just separate them to create a pattern. And I'll randomly place these feathers, so it will give kind of tone and tone look to it. And as I mentioned before, it having dazzles, so it will dazzle little bit, giving kind of shimmery look to it. So I'm creating here a pattern. And then I use both of these to fill the gap. And randomly I am changing the position of the feather, so it will look just different each time, not the same orientation. So now I'm pretty happy with this pattern. After that, I'm planning to place these, and I'm just giving kind of shape to them here and here. At the same time, whatever I embossed before, these feathers, which is white on white, I'm planning to put these. I'm just playing around, I'm not sure how I'll place them. So before adding this panel to it, I want to plan where I want to stamp the sentiment, and here I'm using the same sentiment Dreams from the same collection. well-known fonts. So I'm using here Colorbox Pigment White ink, and I'm planning to stamp on this reddish kind of strip here. And I'll press it well, and after that as you see, it's not that prominent, so I have to add little bit of white gel pen. I'll add that, but after drying it. Directly emboss on this also, so let's see how it's work. I'll add little bit of EK2 powder before embossing, and then I'll try to match up the sentiment whatever I drawn before. And now I'm using opaque white wow embossing powder here, and after putting it, I'll just remove the excess. So now this looks nice. I'm planning to add some white and silver sequins to it. So for that, you can use glossy accent, but here I'm using Tombow Mono adhesive glue, and I'll put little drops around the sentiment where I want, and then I'm placing them randomly here and there, but I'm placing them in a bunch of 3. After drying it, I'll just use my white gel pen and make the same line of 1 inch all around it, and I'll see that if any sequence is extra, I'll just wipe it out. And after that, I'll add the foam tape here. So this line is the guideline. So after this, this is time to add our window panel to the main card. So I'll just remove all this tape which is on sticky side, and if you want to add more beads or something like that, this is the last time that you can add. I am pretty happy with whatever I'm already added. So now it's time to place the card top on it, and okay, so these are the shakers, and I add little bit extra there, so all times it's not going to the bottom, and I add this sentiment little bit upside, so it is the sequence is not covering the bottom of the sentiment. So I hope you like this card and you got inspired. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Pinterest, and you can see all the details on my blog with the product list. So until then, happy crafting. Bye bye.